local community. From a small dent to major collision repair, Hamilton Paint and Body is here for you. Owners Brett and Kim Guin would like to say thank you for your business.
Northwest Alabama Heating & Cooling, blowing away our competition.
Hello, I'm Richard Kitchens, owner of Sports Gallery here on the Court Square in Hamilton. I'd like to thank all of our customers and thank you for watching the Hamilton City Council meeting.
Hi, my name is Randy Whitehead, President and CEO of People's Trust Bank. I invite you to view the live streaming of Hamilton City Council meetings every first and third Monday at 6 o'clock p.m.
In your perfect stay at the Holiday Inn in Guin off of I-22. Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
I'm Rick Chambliss with Marion County Funeral Home and Spry Memorial Chapel in Russellville, Alabama. This is Glenda Cochran, our manager out here. Under the laws of Alabama that was passed in 2002, a funeral establishment has to be certified with the state and carry a certificate of authority before they can even talk to anyone when the time comes is guaranteed to be there.
Since 1987, Smith Furniture has been in business to serve the community with high-quality furniture at the best price. Some of our name brands are Homestretch, Ashley, Lazy Boy, Catnapper, Lane, Bar Bassett, GE, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, and Maytag. We offer finance in 12 months, same as cash. So stop by Fulton, Mississippi and see Jim, Shannon, and Joe at Smith's Furniture or call us at 662-862-7412.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
It's 6 o'clock. We'll call our meeting to order at this time. Appreciate all the guests that have come, and our media is always welcomed. And we thank you for helping us with our meetings each time we meet. Of course, this meeting was postponed by a day because of our Labor Day holiday, and I hope everyone had a great Labor Day. As September the 11th, as we say, 911 approaches, I think we ought to all be aware that we're susceptible sometimes to unexplained happenings. We didn't know terrorists would come on 9/11 and try to destroy our confidence, but we were resilient and bounced back. I had a lot of admiration for the leaders of our country when 9/11 happened, and I think they did a nice job recovering. I hope 9/11 never happens again. Of course, the 23rd of September is going to be the first day of fall, so what has happened to 2023. It's almost vanished before us. I'd like to announce tonight, in the way of public announcements, that I have reappointed Eddie Lyle to another term for the Hamilton Housing Authority Board, and this happened in August. I just want to make public aware of that. We appreciate the service of Eddie. These jobs are not paid jobs, they're just folks that will agree to give their service to our community. We appreciate all the board for our housing authority, which houses a lot of people in Hamilton. Our housing authority is a big entity and does a great job with our housing needs. Before we start our official meeting tonight, I'd like for us to stand together and have our invocation and then our pledge. Heavenly Father, we pause just to thank you for this day. Lord, we thank you for all the blessings that you send our way, and many times we may not deserve, but Lord, you have mercies and you're adequate for our needs, Lord, every time. Thank you so much. We ask you to be in this meeting tonight, that we might conduct business in a way that's pleasing and orderly in your sight. We ask all decisions we make for our community would be well planned and good for our community. Help us as we lead Hamilton forward, and help us with our government here in Hamilton, that we might always be helping. Our help would be beneficial for growth and prosperity for our community. We pray these things, Lord, in your name, Christ's name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Item 1 would be a recommendation to approve the minutes from our August 21st, 2023 council meeting. We would need a motion and a second on that. Motion. Got a motion from Ross. Second from Sherry. All those in favor of approving those minutes? Thank you. Item 2 would be a recommendation to approve the minutes from the emergency meeting held on August 25th, 2023. That's where we had to declare the state of emergency because of our water. And we'd need a motion to approve those minutes also. Motion. Got a motion from Scott Robertson. We need a second. Second. Wade, second that. All those in favor? Thank you. Item 3, a recommendation to approve our accounts payable bills for August 2023. And we need a motion to pay our bills. Motion. Got a motion from Scott Tyra. Need a second? Ross. Oh, from Ross. Scott, did you second it?
I'll second.
Yeah, okay. We got a second. I thought it was going to be quiet there for a minute.
I got to abstain on mine. I've got one down here.
You got one. Wade has to abstain. He has a bill payable in that group of billings, so we'll understand that way. We still got a majority for it. The item 4 would be a recommendation to declare the end of the state of emergency for the city of Hamilton. And I appreciate everybody working hard on that matter. And so thankful that our immediate problem has gone away. Motion. Got a motion from Scott Robertson. We need a second. Second. Sherry, second. All those in favor of ending our state of emergency? Thank you. Item 5 is a recommendation to donate $2,500 to the Veterans Day program. And Marlon had contacted me, and I kind of talked to y'all at the workshop that we had a couple of days ago, and we kind of made a verbal commitment on that. Marlon, we'd really like to hear how your program is being planned this year, and if it's going to be different than last year's, and And kind of just a little summary of what you're doing.
Well, it'll be shorter than it was last year. You remember that? Look, we talked about that, Bobby, when we all worked together. It was me and Carl Manasco after the show was over, as we call it. And he said, yeah, we might ought to look at shortening that a little bit because, you know, a lot of our veterans are older and their patience just only goes so far. So we're going to try and shorten it up about 2 hours. I think we could do that, an hour and a half, something like that. So basically, we're doing pretty much what we did last year. We're not going to do, you know, last year we had a lot of names, deceased veterans, you know, and we read every one of them. Brother Jeff read it and stuff. So we're just going to do one taps, you know, for all of them, you know, that sort of thing. And that'll shorten up a lot. That was pretty long. And then, now, Tracy Estes, and I've still got his feet on the fire, he's supposed to come sing national anthem. And he promised me he's only going to speak 5 minutes. But I said, yeah, okay. So, but you know, last year he got pretty bad sick. He couldn't make it. So we're pretty much going to do what we did. You know, we'll have the hour service. We may shorten that to about 45. I'm still working out the details. So, you know, the vets can have time to have coffee, cinnamon rolls, and we'll have some snacks there. So the vets can just mingle, because they hardly ever, like I said, get together and just sit down and share war stories for a little while. So we'll do that. Then we'll go into the program with, you know, all the songs, national anthem, which we hope Tracy's going to be there. We'll do all the service songs and stuff. We still don't have one for the Space Force yet. We'll bypass that one right now due to political reasons. And then we'll just go into, you know, he'll speak right after the national anthem for a few minutes. Then we'll go into you speaking. My goal is, now I've been bugging Judge Bentley since about a week after that. He's supposed to be our guest speaker. So he's supposed to come down and we'll have that. But after the guest speaker, we'll probably just go right into, you know, this is pretty much the end of the service. We're going to do a tribute to all of our fallen veterans and then the program will be over. So, you know, last year, and I don't know if you got your figures in front of you, Bobby, for the council people, but, you know, we did pretty good last year. We got, I think y'all gave 6,000, was it last year? Y'all did?
It was a good deal more than we pledged this year, but we carried over.
And that's fine.
Money is still in
that's fine.
It's still in the bank.
We're good. The county commission gave 2,000, if I recall right. Alabama Power did 1,000.
Yeah.
So that put us, you know, right at 9,000. We spent, I think, around 6,500, 6,600, and we had that left over. So I understand y'all doing it at 45 because y'all are really the sponsors of the program. Hamilton is. You know, so like I said, I'm working on trying to get a hold of the Winfield City Council and speak with them about donating something.
That's where inviting all county veterans to come in, though. I think others should share.
Yeah, I mean, it's a county program, and like we talked about last year, you know, it takes time to build this program. So I'm kind of going with the biggest cities in the county first. We'll do Hamilton, do Winfield, and hopefully when y'all have your mayor meetings and stuff like this, y'all can mention to them that, hey, this is a good program, you know, and stuff. Because, you know, we had about 8 or 9 guys that I know of, not personally, from Brigham that came down from up there. So we've had a pretty good bit. So right now, with the council pledging 2,500, we've got 4,500. I spoke with Alabama Power today, and she said that they already had it in their slate to do the 1,000 again. Yeah. And then I talked to one of the members of the county commission today, and we pretty much got a verbal on that, on what they donated last. I just told them, if y'all just do what you did last year, that's fine. We're not asking for no more. So I got like a thumbs up on the text. So, you know, to me that means yes, but we'll wait till the city council gets some money. And then I'm working on a couple other folks' organizations to.
Well, it's a worthy effort, and we don't want you to wind up out of pocket, you know, for expenses. We want to help take care of it, but we want others to join in.
Oh, I agree with you. And like I said, it just takes time each year to go a little more. Because at the end of the day, Bobby, and I'm not saying this in a negative, positive way, but you know, I'm the only guy running this show when it comes to that, as far as doing the money.
Yeah.
As far as getting out there and
we did a complete meal last time. We will have a
complete meal. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody that comes will be fed.
Will be fed. Yeah.
Okay.
And trust me, there was a lot of food left over.
Yeah,
I ate a lot of chicken fingers for the past 5 days after that was over.
yeah.
But we had a lot of food, and, you know, there was more than enough food for the veterans, so.
I believe you said the impact to Marion County is about $17 million of money that's paid into the system
Yeah.
annually.
Yeah, it's about $17 million, and that's all tax-free money. And this is money that's put into veterans' pockets. We have widows of veterans, you know, that's a whole, I'm not going to tie up your time with that, but there's certain situations where we can get the widow money. That was a widow of a veteran. If he was drawing certain disability from the VA, we can get her check if he passes away.
So good
due to
deal
his
that
disability.
circulates back through the
So this
city.
is, and the good thing about VA disability is, when, depending on what type it is, it has no effect on their Social Security. Social Security cannot hold that against them as income. It's a disability check as a veteran thing. So that's one good thing, you know, about that is, and like I said, this is money they can use. You know, I could sit here and talk all day about changing people's lives, you know, that work these claims. I'm telling you, it's just something else. But anyway, I think we've got some more contributors in line. I don't think we're going to have no issue. I just like to know if something was to go wrong, I couldn't see asking for more than maybe $1,500, $2,000 to cover the cost to finalize it. I really don't think that's going to happen. But I'm going off good faith for what people tell me, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sticking my neck out on the line because I know the good Lord, we're going to get it somehow,
Yeah.
you know.
We gave a sizable amount last year. We thought with what we carried over, we kept it in our treasury. And with this donation, it might kind of.
Well, if everybody does what they're supposed to, these other two that I'm working on, which I feel pretty confident on, I don't think it'll be an issue.
Well, it is
They're
very
major
impressive
corporations,
program
trust
last
me,
year.
so we'll see, we'll see.
Are all these guys invited?
Everyone.
Okay. All right.
Was you the only one there last year?
I'm not sure I was the only, but I was there.
You showed up?
Ross was
Okay.
there. He was an ambassador
Yeah.
in school maybe at that
And
time.
my district commissioner showed up, so I was picking on the commissioners later on through the year. I'm like, hey, he came, well, we were represented, yeah, but I expected you all to show up again. Before I forget though, it will be actually on, it'll be on November the 7th, on Tuesday. Because as you know, the Marine Corps birthday is November 10th. So 10th is most of the activities in schools and places for Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Because, so they were pretty committed. We had to actually shift it because we was going to do it on Wednesday.
Starts at what hour?
I'll get back with you. I'm going to say probably 9.
Okay.
I'm going to do 8, but maybe
We
9.
get all the program done before you feed everybody. Is that?
No, we'll feed everybody. And then at the end, we will do the tribute to the fallen veterans.
Oh, okay.
It will be a very long, maybe 15, 20 minutes. So, but I'll make a point to, like, hey, when y'all get through, please stay, and we're going to do an honor to all our fallen veterans of the past, because that's what hurt us last year. We just had too much after they ate.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to do everything before that, except for that. And posting, retiring their colors.
There's a few that just can't sit that long.
Well, that's true, and I understand.
Yeah,
Well, we can't appease everybody.
yeah, I understand.
We just got to appease the majority.
Gotcha.
So, that answer all your questions?
Any other questions, Marlon?
And I'll have a PowerPoint display as we get about 30 days out to line out what the schedule will be. And what we're going to do this year is Carla at Bevel State. And I'd just like to say that I can't say enough about Carla Manasco and the Bevel State. You know, because keep in mind, they're giving us all this for free. They're not charging a penny. They're giving us our IT support. But we're going to try to have placemats at the tables this year that has a scheduled events on it, you know, things like that. So we're going to try and do that. But I just really like to thank all of y'all for contributing.
We about to commit to this on a vote, so.
I know.
Thanks.
Well, I'm trying to put some pressure on you. But as I always say, you can spend your money for Veterans Day program. I'm sure there's not a veteran that can complain about it. But I think it's a fair amount. and I appreciate y'all helping us out this year.
Thank you for your service too.
With all that
And for the
said,
tax dollars you gave me.
we are
We spent it all on
recommending
planes and big bullets.
to donate to the Veterans Day program that Marlon's heading up for us. A sum of $2,500. Of course, we carried over funds that were left in the bank that we didn't spend last year that he made up. So we'll have that to add to our $2,500. And
I'll make that motion.
okay, we need a motion, guys. We have got a motion and a second. All those in favor? Thank you. That was unanimous.
Thank you.
You put
Thank
on
you all.
just the right amount of pressure, Marlon. Thank you. Item 6 is a recommendation about our water deposit. Are we clear on our minds on that, or do we want to?
I make a motion we table that until our next.
Okay, we're going to do a little more research on that, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, we were thinking about doing a little different water deposit here, but we're going to do some more research, and we'll bring this one back. So with this motion and second to table this, then item 6,
I'll second his motion.
we'll go ahead and table that one, if that's okay. Is everybody okay with that? Okay. Okay, item 7 is a recommendation to post a job opening for a construction crew worker for the Hamilton Water Department. And hopefully on these applications, it would be a preference of ours to have a CDL licensed operator come on board with us. Guess that wouldn't be mandatory if nobody applies, but that would probably give a person a leg up on the potential of getting the job if they had that. Do you think so, Rodney?
Yes,
You got somebody leave or just adding,
sir.
need another person? Or?
Need another person. I've got one that's off on medical leave, and we're already short-handed, so, I mean, we're just kind of getting in a bind. We need to get somebody else on board.
I'll make that motion.
We got a motion to post the job. We got a second from Sherry. Those in favor of posting that job? Thank you. Unanimous. We'll get that out to the public real soon, Rodney, and then we'll do our interviews and at a date appointed in the future.
Thank you.
Item 8 is a recommendation to work with the Marion County Water Authority to give us some backup on our water system, and I'm going to let Ross talk to that in just a minute. We've had some discussion on it today, back and forth with our attorney. Ross has had some immediate response on that, so Ross, I'm going to let you address that.
Yes, we're just going to change the wording to read a recommendation to work with the Marion County Water Authority for the city of Hamilton to be able to have an emergency backup water supply. And what that is, that's just an intent. I know our attorney, Jeremy Streetman's working with the Water Authority tonight on a couple avenues we can go down. So we just wanted to say that we had worked with them and not, specifically list what it be for. Just an intent to find an emergency backup.
We found ourselves in a place a few days ago without a real backup, and we're trying to improve that. So we haven't fine-tuned this, but we've had some offer from the Water Authority to help us all they could, and so we're just working on this tonight. We're going to authorize this to continue to find a solution to our emergency water needs. So with all that said, then I'd like to get a motion and a second to bring this to vote.
Motion.
We got a motion from Ross. And a second from Scott Tyler there. All those in favor of carrying this forward and trying to find a solution, thank you very much. That was unanimous. Item 9 is the recommendation to amend our agenda and add an item, and this will have to do with declaring some surplus property. So I'd like to work on the recommendation for amendment first. We need to bring that to a vote. Got a motion from Scott Robertson with his second, Sherry. All those in favor of amending? Okay. Then item 10 would be a recommendation to declare a 2011 Dodge Charger of VIN number 539926, that's the ending digits, and also 2011 Ford Expedition VIN number FO8659, that's the last 6 digits on that serial, as no longer needed by the City of Hamilton, and allow these 2 vehicles to be sold by GovDeals for the highest bidder. With that said, we'd like to declare these as items for sale.
Motion.
Got a motion from Wade,
Second.
a second from Scott. Those in favor of declaring this, thank you.
Chief, you got anything to add to that? Just 2 vehicles we don't need.
Two vehicles we don't need, and it would
Wore out.
wore out and clean up our parking lot.
Okay. I thought that was going
Yes, sir.
Chief, give us a little rundown on our recent work and how it's coming along.
We, this past month, we had 70 incident reports, 37 arrests, 73 citations, 299 warnings, 16 wrecks, 9 assists. Other contacts with the public, 451 of those contacts, and 1,299 calls for service and business checks. So that was in the month of August. We did have an incident occur at the pharmacy across the street where some suspects tried to gain entrance into that business. We received a call from 911 reporting that. We had an officer that was nearby, initiated vehicle pursuit. That vehicle was extremely fast. Our officer stayed up with it as long as he could. I believe Winfield Police attempted a spike strip on that vehicle, and he ended up avoiding that spike strip by taking an exit, at which point he went into the city of Winfield, and he was caught on camera going south toward Fayette. But our investigators have worked with several local and state agencies to get some information that will hopefully lead to an arrest. We've got a lot of credible information, and we hope to bring these folks to justice, or bring them to justice, I guess is the right word for that. So.
Jordan, do we use spike strips? City of Hamilton?
We do, yes, sir. We actually, Chief Vickery made a purchase of a certain amount of them. I'm not sure exactly. We just received those within the last month. He ordered them when he was chief, and they were delivered this month, or last month, August.
I just wondered, I've seen videos of other departments doing that, like on the show we watch on weekends, and they use it a lot in different cities.
Yes, sir.
And within a few minutes, the tires are out, they're running on wheels, so I didn't know if we ever use that or not. I didn't know.
Yes, sir. We have that capability. You pretty much have to be in the right place at the right time and have those units in front of it.
When they're coming that way.
Yes, sir. But I have seen them go, first-hand experience, I have seen them go on flats from Winfield to Birmingham.
Yeah.
Speaking on
Yeah,
that
that's still right.
experience.
They'll still go.
But that's one of the tools in our tool belt to try to stop those people that are
That's
running.
good to know. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brad, we foiled the break-in last night, that's great.
It was good.
Good Lord, appreciate y'all. That was the end of our non-agenda for tonight. Is there any further business that we need to cover tonight before we ask for adjournment?
I saw from the council's text today, looks like they're doing work at the middle school. So I texted Ann West, and she said that the work has begun on the new gym. Got about 300 days to get it done, so hopefully by the first of next school year, that new gym will be done. And if you go by between the city hall and the old city hall and the old gym, you notice there's new HVAC units going up in that, which they've got still got some electrical, she said. So that's a few things that we all agreed to when we decided to stay within the system. And she said the elementary school project was coming along too. So if you go by there, you'll see the brick fronts, and Ms. Armstrong was there forever, so she knows how important that is. You can probably address the need of that if you want to, but that's coming along too.
She's intending to fulfill every commitment she made to our schools, and that's a good thing. Anything further? If not, who's going to make that motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We got the motion, we need a second. Got a second from Jay. All those in favor? Thank you.
Local community. From a small dent to major collision repair, Hamilton Paint and Body is here for you. Owners Brett and Kim Guin would like to say thank you for your business.
Northwest Alabama Heating and Cooling, blowing away our competition.
Hello, I'm Richard Kitchens, owner of Sports Gallery here on the Court Square in Hamilton. I'd like to thank all of our customers and thank you for watching the Hamilton City Council meeting.
Hi, my name is Randy Whitehead, President and CEO of People's Trust Bank. I invite you to view the live streaming of Hamilton City Council meetings every first and third Monday at 6:00 p.m.
In your perfect stay at the Holiday Inn in Guin off of I-22. Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
I'm Rick Chambliss with Marion County Funeral Home and Spry Memorial Chapel in Russellville, Alabama. This is Glenda Cochran, our manager out here. Under the laws of Alabama that was passed in 2002, a funeral establishment has to be certified with the state and carry a certificate of authority before they can even talk to anyone when the time comes. Is guaranteed to be there.
Since 1987, Smith Furniture has been in business to serve the community with high-quality furniture at the best price. Some of our name brands are Homestretch, Ashley, Lazy Boy, Catnapper, Lane, Bar Bassett, GE, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, and Maytag. We offer finance in 12 months, same as cash. So stop by Fulton, Mississippi and see Jim, Shannon, and Joe at Smith's Furniture, or call us at 662-862-7412.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.